How's everybody feeling?
Doing okay, doing okay. I ate too much sugar against this weekend.
Well, that's the move, isn't it?
Oh yeah. Getting ready for December, I guess.
Hmm.
I know everybody. They're like, oh yeah, Christmas break, gonna eat.
I don't know how
Gonna...
true this is, but I heard that almonds kill your sugar cravings. I heard it's because they directly tell your brain that like you've just had a lot of sugar and that you're feeling satisfied. Like there's something in them that again, I don't know how true this is. It was just overheard, you know.
It passed on your table, and you were
Yeah,
like, huh?
so I have no fact check on this, but what I heard was when you eat almonds and you're craving sugar, it sends a signal to your brain that basically says, "Hey, you just had some sugar, so you're feeling satisfied by it," and it makes the craving go away. I don't know if that's real or not.
Yeah, I find it weird because
I feel like
almonds
I would have heard about it up to now. If so,
almonds are great,
hmm
but dry, natural, unsalted almonds.
hmm
It's kind of like I have one. I'm like, I don't want any
yeah,
more.
yeah, yeah. They're not very pleasant unless you dress them up.
Yeah, so
Regular
maybe that's
peanuts.
why your brain is like, yeah, fuck this shit. You had
Regular
enough.
peanuts aren't that great either, man. You ever have you ever have regular peanuts where you have to crack the shell open?
Yeah, that's
They suck. You have to work extra hard and they don't even taste as good.
even in a pot. It's just sad.
In a pot.
Like you buy it like Costco and they're unsalted. And
Oh,
you're just
in a
like this,
container.
and it's
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
it's missing something. You know,
Yeah.
it's not like I don't have the kick.
No, no. Like they're not great. They're not impressive. You know, they're unoffensive, but you're not, you know, no one's going like, "Oh shit, yo, you're that guy. You brought the peanuts." Like it's like fuck off. Clearly, it's the one that's if you got to get minimum salted, and then
Yeah.
if you are going in, you can get some of those flavorings, you know, and whatnot. And I think that's pretty clear.
Same with walnuts for me. Like natural walnuts, I find
Yeah,
boring as hell.
yeah. Walnuts they're not that impressive. Not much going on
Yeah.
with a
But you
walnut.
can dress up a walnut like, whew, little sugar coating or little something.
I haven't had any fancy walnuts, so I can't quite say.
No, you never had Korean honey butter walnuts.
Whoa. Damn.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's some
That's
hardcore
tech.
tech.
That's
That's a tech.
That's absolutely tech. The only I'd say like probably the nut that ends up being best untreated would be a cashew. Straight real cashew is really good.
Yep, it passes.
It doesn't have any like it has enough flavor on its own. There's a lot going on with it, right? But like, have you ever seen the process of how you get a cashew?
I think it takes like 1,000,000 liters of water or
Dude,
something.
it's this insanely hard thing to grow. And I remember I was learning about it because in Grenada, like they'd have, and like, you have to fucking pick a cashew fruit. There's a whole fruit, and the cashew nut is the smallest little part at the top, and you take that off and throw the fruit away. Like, let me see if I can find this thing. It's ridiculous. It's super like. There's nothing. You're growing this wasteful ass fruit for no reason.
Yeah, they are expensive.
Very,
Cashews.
but for that
good reason.
for that purpose, right? Okay, so here you go. This is what a cashew fruit looks like, right?
And it's just the tip.
It's literally if I show you like an X-ray of it. If you guys just Google cashew fruit, that just the little tip right there at the bottom. Inside of that is the nut, and the rest of it is just a garbage tasting apple that nobody likes, and they throw it out.
Unusable.
Worthless. Not even fit for pigs. You know?
Man, humans live well.
It's kind of crazy.
It's kinda crazy.
So when you wonder about, why do cashews cost so much money? It's because every single one of them is like individually picked from a single full-sized fruit. You know, it's poisonous. There you go. Well, there you go. How about that? But like the inside is delicious. But every single time you eat one of those, like you're eating something that like yeah, it is the equivalent of like an elephant tusk,
Pretty
or
much.
a shark fin.
Pretty much.
It's a shark fin.
Shark fin.
Yeah.
of the nut
A
world.
bottle of cashews is
my
just
God.
a barrel of shark fins, dude. You just look at it and you're like, all right, what about the rest of it?
Don't think about
Tossed. Yeah. Kind of
that.
fucked up.
How about a cashew pie?
Yeah. Yeah. Now my mom used to buy tons of cashews. Like she would give them away for like Christmas and for birthdays and gifts. She'd buy like these bottles and then she'd like just ship them everywhere. And yeah, really, really into cashews. So as a result, as a kid, I got into them too, you know. But I'd say that is the nut that probably stands the best on its own.
What about pistachios?
Pistachio? Yeah. Yeah. Again.
Because in both cases, I find like they're okay on their own,
Mhm.
and they're godlike with salt or
Mhm.
any like particular thing on top.
Okay, but here, let's qualify, right? The moment you have to do extra work, I demand a better result.
But it's so unfair to like peanuts. 'Cause-
The moment you have to crack some shit open on your own, the end result needs to be better than just average.
okay.
Because you're putting in extra effort. You know, you gotta show me why I'm earning it.
Yeah.
Like if you're eating oysters or clams or like shellfish like that and stuff like that, then you're like, oh yeah, this tastes good at the end. It's worth it. You crack it open, you do the thing, and you get it, and whatever. Crabs fucking suck because you do all that work, you get no meat out of it, and it doesn't even taste that great. Literally, artificial crab meat gives you more meat, and you can get the same approximate flavor in that way. Not like fucking garbage, right? Lobster, delicious, and there's enough meat there, and you can and that it's worth it.
It's worth it. Okay.
And some places even bring it to you, and they're like, "Hey, we know, the meat's
We
already
did the
pulled
job.
out,
Yeah.
right? You can still have the shell here just to see it and be like, "Hey, look, it's a lobster," but we did it for you, and I'm like, baller. That's what I'm talking about, right? Thank you, I appreciate that.
Okay.
But I'm still willing to do it for a lobster. So that same mentality, when I look at it and I go, fuck the fucking crabs and fuck the crab shack, right?
Them nuts.
Is the same for nuts.
Okay.
If I gotta work on that nut, it better be worth it. And I don't appreciate it when it is average as fuck. So a pistachio tastes all right, but the work to get at the pistachio is oftentimes like not worth it for me.
Damn. I think it's worth it. I think pistachios are like upper level of the nuts.
They're
you know?
all right. They're all right.
Take it, you go clunk.
Yeah, but then you make the mess everywhere, and then you fucking then it's gross, and I'm like, it's all right. I'll eat them if they're there, but then you gotta fucking find out what to do with them, and it's not, you gotta be pulling shit out of your mouth. That's not pleasant. That's not, you're not in nice company spitting shit out like that, man.
Yeah, it's kind of like chicken. You only eat it around your buddies.
You know what I mean?
type
You're gonna
of thing.
fucking but
Yeah.
but I'm not even saying that. I'm like, anything that requires a slight regurgitation.
Yeah.
It's a little bit like, what are you gonna do next? You're gonna fucking hit some dip and spit into your little spittoon?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
I
Like,
do it around family
come
and
on.
close friends.
so that's what it is. Like pistachios require that little extra thing.
Yeah.
And that's why that's anything that requires that little extra step. I'm like, I'm gonna put the bar a little bit higher for that. Controversial, but like overall, I'm not super impressed with edamame. Most of the time, it's very simple. It's not. I don't really like peas often, but like they can be good. But like certain types of peas, depends, right? Some peas are better than others. But edamame, whenever they flavor it, it's always on the outside,
The thing that you don't even eat.
and you just suck on it, and then you get the regular ass dry pea on the inside. And I was like, can we just extract the fucking food from its container and make that taste good, please? What is this? What is this fucking like seasoning of the feathers on the chicken? And then we pluck the feathers off, and then we eat the chicken. What are we doing here?
But you gotta lick the feathers.
Like, what?
You gotta lick the feathers. of
It's
the
so
chicken.
fucking weird. It's such a backwards ass process.
Just eat it all. I know nobody who eats the shell
no one eats
of
the fucking
edamame.
skin.
Word?
That's crazy. No one eats the skin. That's silly.
I've gone to a few izakayas and I don't see people eating the shell.
No, that's
What are you on
that's
about?
Crazy. That is crazy.
You lick the
Salt
salt.
on the fingers.
Oh
It's
my
tastier. Yes. This is what we want to encourage. The licking of the salt on your fingers to make the food pass muster. You know, like, fuck off. Just do it regular. Take the thing, like every other food on the planet, comes in one form, and then you turn it into its edible form, and then you do shit to that version of it that goes in your mouth. What is the point of dressing up the container that you're gonna throw out and eat the regular shit anyway? You know? It makes no sense. I just don't. So I'm not an edamame person as a result, and I think it's a very reasonable thing to be like, could you just put the same delicious seasoning and taste and flavoring on the fucking food I'm gonna swallow?
Do they have the tech to pull out the edamame piece?
Do the work. I'm here. I'm buying it. Just fucking and put it there instead.
Put all the spices you want.
I don't think this is an unreasonable request. In general, you'll notice a pattern here. I'm not a fan of the contained of me doing the work. You know what I mean? Like, I'm here to eat the food. I'm not gonna ask you to do the fucking work on it. Yeah. Anyway. It's just what it is, you know? So that's that. Like, you're gonna fucking ask me to I guess it's unavoidable, right? But the main reason why this take becomes especially relevant is because, okay, pistachios, not that bad at the end of the day. Occasionally you get the really closed off sealed ones.
Yeah, that happens.
And you gotta work real hard at it, and you gotta go and crack it open, and you're like, oh no, I got the pieces. Unpleasant. You know that motherfucker who brings the bag of sunflower seeds.
Yeah.
You might be that motherfucker that brings that bag of sunflower seeds.
That's another food that you do only around the close people.
When you eat sunflower seeds, you end up with a pile of what can only be described as vomit. It hasn't gone into your stomach, so it's not mixed with bile, but it's back chew. It's disgusting back chew that piles up in front of you like some kind of fucking like, you know what, like a bug or an animal that has to fucking regurgitate its food before it eats it. Birds do that, right? Bunch of there's a couple of things in nature that do that.
Cows, yeah.
Cows, sure. It's like that. You got a fucking pile of your nasty shit in front of you, and no one ever fucking puts it away. It's always left there for someone to discover, whether it's the person at the fucking sports event that has to clean up the aisle, the bleachers, or the fucking person at your house that leaves it on the table like an animal.
Yeah, that's
right?
not cool. That's
or worse,
cool.
Around the couch.
If you go out to someone's place, you better have already shelled sunflowers.
And when you find it on the couch afterwards and you go and you're cleaning up and you throw it away, you know that that's not the entire location of this fucking guck that has been regurgitated from them eating their shitty sunflower seeds. You do so much work for a fucking sunflower seed to get the slightest, littlest flavor of salty taste out of it.
If it's salted.
If it's even salted.
Because unsalted, that is some dry ass nut right there. That's
so that sunflower seeds are the bane of my fucking existence when it comes to this type of like work to food ratio. And people who eat them very often in my life have been fucking super rude asshole garbage people that don't know how to fucking make up for the fact that they're eating a shit food by cleaning up for after themselves. So I am judging the
sunflower seed IQ test.
I am judging the food on my own displeasure with its state of being and the people who eat it.
How they deal with it
collectively
around you.
Drop that shit to the lowest bottom tier you can ever fucking create. Fuck sunflower seeds.
Even in a pot already shelled.
I have never in my life seen pre-shelled sunflower seeds.
You can find it, but it's
Sorry,
very
when you say pot,
salty.
do you mean like
a jug of sunflower
like
sunflower
that you
seeds.
buy?
Yeah, and
Okay.
no
Because
shells.
when you say pot, I'm thinking of something boiling on the stove.
Oh no,
and I'm getting very confused.
Sorry,
I'm like, yeah.
It must be a French thing.
Okay.
Or a pot.
Okay.
Or
Container.
a container
Yeah.
of seeds already shelled,
I've never seen that.
which must be pretty expensive.
I've never seen that. Like, maybe,
Yeah.
But for now, my worldview has encountered
Just a bag.
asshole food and assholes that
person.
consume asshole food. And this is the end result, And everything else I described is like there are power gaps between how much I'm bothered by the rest of those things and fucking sunflower seeds. Boy, I hate them.
Sunflowers are for assholes.
Stepping in them, sitting, finding them fucking behind corners.
That's not cool. Don't put your shells everywhere.
You know what's real fun? When the people you go to school with decide to get creative and are like, yeah, I could pile them in a little thing in front of me here and leave it like any other asshole. But why not take it to level 2? Why not just start spitting them like projectiles and trying to see if they stick to surfaces and walls? Why not see if I can hit the chair in front of me or the table over there or the fucking wall or the door or whatever I can in this environment? Where are we sitting? Are we in a classroom? Are we in a cafeteria? Are we in the fucking library? Are we in the club spaces? Cool. Let's create targets that I can spit at with my fucking sunflower seeds.
What
to
kind
try
of
and hit.
psycho did you grow up with?
These are people, dude. These are people. They know. Look at that. They know. I'm telling you. So it attracts the fucking worst by default. And it only goes down from there. And if you're someone who actually ate your sunflower seeds decently, like a regular human being, cleaned up after yourself and didn't make a mess, that's good for you. But you are associated with awful. You are associated with shit.
God.
and
Bad reputation.
Unfortunately, yeah, bad batch. Bad batch. People were spitting sunflower seeds and trying to make them land on things and stick.
That is so bad.
Yeah. And sometimes it would work. And you'd walk and you'd see a fucking window and you're like, oh, look, there's a fucking glob with sunflower seed dried onto it. Because they made it work.
That's so stupid. So gross.
Thank you.
Why?
All right?
Why are people like that?
Terrorism. Absolute terrorism. There's no other answer.
Bad reputation.
You don't eat sunflower seeds, do you?
Rarely. Very rarely. I don't think I've bought sunflower seeds in at least over 10 years. Over 10 years. I've had sunflower seeds, but it's one of those things that I won't buy on my own. And if I do have them, I don't leave my shells like an animal everywhere on the floor. You know me. I bring back my shopping cart. I wipe the toilet seat before and after. I think about my brothers and sisters that will sit after me and that come after me. And it's the same thing with food. You don't leave your chicken bones everywhere or your sunflower shells everywhere. That's just nasty. That's not right. That's learn to live. This is a society. It's already messed up as it is. Fuck.
Okay. Then we're cool. I'm eyeballing at the end of this at the end of this fucking conversation.
Are you one of them? Are you one of them? Filthy sunflower seed eaters.
Just stop.